Hey guys, I don't know where this anxiety to share my journey is coming from. I'm currently going through a season where I've been healing from a lot of things, particularly trauma from when I was 12 that has come back in my 20s to try to take over my life for some reason. And it's actually been such an uncomfortable period in my life. I've just been going through a lot of, it feels like it's like a cascade of a trauma effect. So because of this situation, I've been dealing with other issues, and these issues have caused me to kind of react in a way that has been causing more issues, if that makes sense. It's really hard to not to talk about it in a broad sense, because I don't know how much I can put out there. I know that in my heart, sharing and hearing people share their personal experiences has been one of the things that has helped me the most on my journey, and my healing journey, and my walk with Christ in general. But for some reason, when it comes to me sharing mine, me sharing my deep stuff, it's really hard. It's been really, really difficult. And I'm trying to rely on God every step of the way. I'm trying to trust Him in every single step, And I think one big part of it is the struggle to trust people has really been something that I've been fighting with, something I've been trying to overcome. I've had a lot of family trauma, and I know it's so broad sounding, but when I go into the specifics, you will understand. And if God wants me to share, I will share in detail. But there's been a lot of family trauma that I've experienced, and it's caused me to, firstly, I feel quite emotionally unsafe in my own house. I feel super uncomfortable, even just being in the presence of my parents sometimes. I just feel so tense. And another thing is also me I don't feel comfortable in my skin, especially when I'm around people. I feel hyper aware of what my body is doing. Okay, if I'm trying to reach for something that's right beside someone, my mind just becomes automatically super aware of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And then it makes me act a little bit weird. My mind is processing my experience, what I'm doing, and then it makes me feel weird. I've been feeling so awkward around people. I don't know everything, right? I've been trying to understand the root of all these issues, and I do believe it's rooted from family stuff. But it's not only just affecting my family, it's literally spilling over into wow, my hands are ashy, guys. Please please just ignore it, please. I have lotion, I promise. Let me get some lotion on, guys. But I for some reason have a hard time trusting people's motives, people's intentions. Just because I'm talking about this generally doesn't mean that it's every single person that I meet that I feel this way, right? So if by any chance you know me and you're watching this and you're does she feel uncomfortable with me? Does she not trust me? That's one of the things that actually held me back from sharing. If somebody I know or someone who comes across me knows my story and they hear this, it's I don't want them to think, now they have to feel they're walking on eggshells, and they just, think that this is who I am permanently, and then they act really awkward around me or think that I'm thinking certain things in that moment. But I don't always think like this every single time. I want to really make it clear that I believe this is a phase. I believe this is just a period in my life. I believe I'm going to come out of this, and I'm going to come out different. That's the whole faith walk. It's we're trusting God through stuff, and God just has a way of using our journey even to help other people. I don't want to sound so general and superficial. Guys, I've been going through so much. I've been trying to retrain my brain, trying to, program my thoughts in a way that it's in line with what God wants. I try to think the best in people, and it's tough, especially when your subconscious is telling you that these people don't have your best interests. They're not looking out for you. They're not, their motives aren't right, it makes it extra hard. And so I don't know what kind of tangent I just went on, but I think I had started saying that it was part of why I didn't feel comfortable putting my story out there, because it's there's so many judgmental people, and I get it, because I've been that person. Sometimes you watch these superficial videos or you hear things that you've heard before. In my heart, I'm not trying to hate on people. And it's just like a subconscious like thing that goes on. It's just like, oh my goodness, I've heard this before. Like, kind of like my frustration with life was kind of like pouring out on other people, and I was being so critical of other people because I've been self-critical of myself. And like, I think the reason why I'm feeling a little bit more confident to put this out there is because I know that a change is coming. I know that I will not remain this way. Also, guys, I don't even know where I'm looking right now. I'm looking at the camera here, but I know a change is coming, and I know I'm not going to remain the same way. And I'm just putting this out there so that I can help anybody who needs it. So whether or not people watch it, whether or not people come across it, this is mainly even for me, for my healing. So I just have believed for so long that this is what God is calling me to do, so I'm gonna do it, and I guess we'll see what happens. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I've been trying to explore different ways to be creative, but also sharing my story at the same time. And yeah, I just trust that God is going to use it for great and mighty things. So yeah, guys, I hope you stay tuned for the next video. I have a lot more to share, so hopefully you stick around and are blessed by this. All right, guys, take care.